Hello everyone. If you like what I'm doing here, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting. It would really help the channel out quite a bit. Thank you very much. Hello Graveyard Talkers, and welcome to another episode of Graveyard Talking. I'm your host, Randy. And if you've been watching any of my videos I put up a few months ago, early summer, late spring, early summer, I come to Rath Cemetery here in Maybe, Michigan. That's where I am not now. Actually, it's Raisonville Township, Michigan. And one of the sites I visited was the site here of Michael Gorowski. I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Gorowski. And Michael and I kind of hit a chord. If you remember, when I was talking to Michael had visited an adult establishment about 20 miles south of here, close to Toledo, a gentleman's club. And when he walked out of the gentleman's club, 4 people attacked him. Apparently he had some altercation with them sometime earlier, days before. Not really a whole lot on what happened that night, but as he walked out of the gentleman's club, the 4 men attacked him. 1 person stabbed him, and the other 3 people helped and beat the holy hell out of him. Left him in the parking lot. This all happened about 2 o'clock when the bar closed, somewhere around that period. And left him in the bar to be found dying. He was rushed to the hospital, St. Vincent's, I believe, in Toledo, where he died. I could only find information on 2 of the people that were involved. One person got 15 years in prison, spent around 10 years, 11 years in prison, and he's out now. The other person, which I didn't know, I couldn't find anything about the last 2, but the second person involved was actually the nephew of a friend of mine who's now deceased. He's still alive. The kid's still alive. The nephew's still alive, but my friend's deceased. Had I known about it, I would have asked him about it. But he passed away a couple of years ago. And what's the kicker is my friend's nephew, the guy, he's a young man who's somehow involved. I don't know how he's involved with Michael's death, but at one time he was a car salesman and sold me a car, and I had a really crappy deal with him. So it didn't surprise me when I read it before I come back out. I like to research things. And before I come back out today, I found out that he was involved in it. So anyways, the reason that I'm here today to talk to Michael is, Michael, after I visited him, was very strong. And when Michael comes into any of my sessions, he says one word. Before I came here and talked to Michael, I never heard the word chicken. And when I was talking to Michael, I asked him why he visited the gentleman's club, and he said that he went there for the chicken, and I harassed him, and I said, right, you went there for the chicken. And I think he said something like really or yeah or something of that nature. But every time I do a session, I'll hear Michael, and then I'll hear chicken. Now, that went on for quite some time. And I believe, as I said, I believe Michael's my guardian spirit. I don't think he's there to watch over me. I think he's there to follow me when I go through the cemeteries. Maybe as an introduction. Maybe as an introduction to the spirits. I don't know. He only lived a few miles from me. I didn't know him. He's quite a bit younger than me. He's 30 years younger than me. So, you know, I have kids that are older than he was. But anyways, in the last couple of months, and I haven't been doing that many sessions. If you watch the update to this video. It'll explain to you why. If you're wondering, oh my goodness, I see him, what happened to his hair, what happened to his beard, if you watch the channel update, it'll explain to you why I'm like this. And, but Michael stopped coming around. And I thought for a while Michael might have been mad, upset, maybe I'd done something. So that's what we're here to find out. We're here to find out whether or not I may have done something that upset Michael. Michael, I know you know who I am. I know you remember me. I'm here to talk to you. I've looked some more into your death. And if you'd like to talk some more about your death, that'd be great. But I'm really interested in listening to you as to why you haven't been around. Let me know that you've been around. I enjoy you popping in there yelling chicken. And so I'm a little kind of curious as to why you haven't been around.
Oh, sorry. You know, remember.
I heard YouTube in there. I heard YouTube. Are you, obviously, Mike, you know about YouTube. Are you upset because I'm putting it on YouTube? Heard they found me, so help me. I didn't hear anything about YouTube in there, whether he was upset because I was putting it on YouTube. And of course, as you always know, don't hear everything, even though the speaker's sitting right here with all the ambient noise, the wind, all the other spirits that are talking at the same time. Sometimes when I'm listening, I have to go back and forth 3 or 4 times to hear what might be coming out from Michael or any of the other spirits that I'm listening to. So it's possible that Michael has said something underneath there that I didn't hear, but we'll know that in editing. Michael, let me get a yes or no out of you. Are you upset because I'm putting the stuff on YouTube? Okay, I'm not hearing a no in there. So let's start with this, Michael. Sean was the one who got charged for stabbing you. Was Sean the person who got shot? The person who got convicted of killing you? Sean. It was second-degree murder. It says. Is he the person who stabbed you?
Get it?
All right, let me ask you about Corey. It doesn't look like Corey got into any trouble. Corey's the young man that I know, or knew. I'll put knew because I didn't really know him. I only met him a couple of times. He was a salesman. He was a nephew of a friend of mine. And I only went to visit him at the car dealership because he was there and he ripped me off. Because I thought he was doing me a favor and he didn't. Did he have anything to do with your killing?
No.
Very loud, very definite no. And from what I can see, and I looked up his criminal record, from what I could see, he was never charged with it.
Everything. Bill.
Okay, I heard everything they were asking for. I'm not sure what that means. I heard Bill in there. Was Bill another person who was involved in the fight that night?
Difficult.
Something about physical. So, can you tell me the names of the other two gentlemen I haven't mentioned? Was Bill one of them? And if Bill was one of them, who was the other person?
History.
Very
Image.
All right, so let's take a step back a few minutes and let's go back into the bar. You were at the bar, or you were at the gentleman's club. You decided to leave. Did you leave on your own decision, or were you forced to leave? All right, let me take a step back. Would you like to talk to me about the night you were murdered?
Knock it off.
Didn't hear a no, but I did hear listen to me. So let me listen to you, Mike. Why don't you tell me what happened? We'll start again. Did you leave the bar under your own power?
I would say.
I heard no and I heard fools. Can you tell me what happened? What happened that you had to leave the bar? What made you leave the bar, the club? What made you leave the club?
Get in.
And back to
Something.
All right, so you got out to the parking lot. What happened when you got to the parking lot? Did you know that they were going to hurt you?
Yes. No. Yeah.
Well, I heard both yes and I heard both no. I heard people. So when did you realize that they were going to hurt you?
waste.
Oh.
Okay, you know one thing I didn't ask, Mike. Are you still mad at me? Were you mad at me? Are you still mad at me?
I thought.
And my
Am I still walking and slut? Michael. Well, the reason I asked it is I want to make sure that you're willing to talk to me, that I'm not forcing you to talk to me being here. Because, you know, I can't really tell if it's you talking to me or the spirits talking to me unless certain things come up. You know, like you like chicken, you know, stuff like that. So I want to make sure you want to talk to me. Already did? Already did? All right. So I guess we're okay. So let's go back to, did you know that they were going to hurt you?
again.
Shooting.
All right, and do you know, was it indeed? He only got hit for second, Sean. He only got hit for second-degree murder. Was he indeed the person who stabbed you? If it was Sean, can you, waiting for the motorcyclists to go by, can you say Sean?
Just
Had
there.
All right, I have to go back and listen. I believe I heard Sean and the heads up. Is that heads up for me, Michael, or you should have had your head up? All right. So we'll listen to see if it was indeed Sean and whether or not Michael did give us the other names. Michael, I hope you continue following me around at the other cemeteries. Would you like that? Would you like to continue doing that? I would like it.
So
All right, and I haven't heard our little code word chicken. I haven't heard you say chicken, Michael.
People like you know,
I heard smell it. Yeah, I think most of us like the smell of chicken. Most of us that eat meat like the smell of chicken. All right, Michael, we'll let you go from here. I want to thank you for talking to me. Please, please, please continue to follow me around. I know I'm safe. I know you're watching my back in case there's any evil spirits that are out there. And I hope you are continuing to rest in peace. Alrighty, and I have absolutely no audio. So let me try to see if I can figure out. Michael, did you mess with my audio? I have no idea. I'll have to fix it. Alrighty, and then once again, a spirit's messed with my audio. This time it was turned all the way down. Now the reason I know somebody messes with it is because when I take my thumb, there's a little button here for me to push. I push that little button. To kill the audio, you've got to swipe over to the right. Absolutely nothing again. Now, one of two things. No, it's on. Put on my spectacles here and see if I can't figure out what in the world is going on. All I hear is static. You hear it coming up? Did you hear the video rise? Did you hear the audio rise? It rise from nothing all the way up, and I didn't touch it. And then once again, we have no audio. So I think that is clue for me to get out of here. I have zero. Definitely is up high. Michael, are you messing with the audio? If you are, turn it back on. All right, I'm not sure what's going on. Apparently, now it just started. And all I hear is static, and now it just stopped. So I'm not sure what's going on. Now the static is back. So without a doubt, I've got a spirit that is messing. Now this is the same cemetery where over this way, I was warned that Satan was standing in front of me. And it could very well be that Satan is standing in front of me again, or maybe he's messing with this. I can't tell if the spirit box is on or not with the sun. Anyways, with that, Michael, thank you. I need to get out of here. I don't feel comfortable being in here. And I don't want no dark spirit touching me. With that, thank you again for joining me. And I will see all of you on the next one.